Hi, we're Kelly and Pete, and together we're No Gluten, No Problem.
Today we're taking you on a tour of the best gluten-free pizza in Lombardy and Veneto in northern Italy. In 2018, when researching our cookbook, No Gluten, No Problem Pizza, we packed up our family and took an extended trip through Italy and then to New York in search of the best gluten-free pizza we could find.
We started in the north of Italy and traveled south, visiting dozens of pizzerias in an epic road trip. There are places we didn't go on that trip to, like Florence or Sicily or Venice, so don't start with any hate mail if your favorite spot isn't in our list. There's a lot of great gluten-free pizza to be found throughout the country.
How did we decide where to go? Simple, research. We started by looking at a list of the past podium finishers in the prestigious pizza competitions. The World Pizza Championship in Parma, Italy, the Caputo Cup in Atlantic City, New Jersey, the International Pizza Challenge in Las Vegas, the European Gluten-Free Pizza Championship. And we looked at reviews of Italian celiac bloggers we respected who are as passionate about pizza as we are. People like Valeria Gluten-Free. We contacted each pizzeria ahead of time in Italian, and with very few exceptions, interviewed the pizzaioli, visited their kitchens, and got insights into how they made their gluten-free doughs. All of that in addition to actually tasting their pizza.
At every pizzeria, we ordered a margherita as the standard benchmark for comparison, plus one or more other pizzas that also looked interesting and tasty.
Down in the video description, we'll link to the websites, Facebook pages, and Instagram accounts of any of the pizzerias that we mentioned. Go check them out.
So enough of the chit-chat, it's time to get into our list. Coming in at number 3, with an honorable mention, is Ristorante Byron in Bergamo.
Byron is located in downtown Bergamo. They serve between 100 and 120 gluten-free pizzas every weekend. And on average, about 70% of the tables in the restaurant have at least one person who's gluten-free. They do 2 different doughs for their gluten-free pizzas. One based on a char blend, and another one that has quinoa and some other secret ingredients in it. They have a dedicated pizzaiola that works the gluten-free kitchen. At the time that we'd visited, she'd already been there for 4 years. She knows the gluten-free protocols, she knows the gluten-free doughs, and she knows how to make a great gluten-free pizza.
When you are seated, the bread and utensils come out to the table in paper bags that are sealed with no gluten stickers. They have an extensive gluten-free menu and a separate kitchen and oven in the back. The gluten-free food is served on plates that clearly say no gluten, and they have delicious combos like burrata, sun-dried tomatoes, and basil.
Coming in at number 2 in the runner-up spot is Leona Goro in Tilgate. It's off the autostrada between Bergamo and Verona, and it's a little oasis. It's popular if you're visiting the Lakes District in northern Italy, if you're visiting Bergamo, or even coming from as far away as Milan. This was actually the second pizzeria that we visited on our 2018 trip. The first pizzas that we had at another place were a colossal disappointment, and we thought, oh, did we fly all the way from the United States to Italy for mediocre gluten-free pizza like we already knew? And then we went to Leona Goro, and it was like the rays of light shining through the gates of heaven. Ah.
In 1998, they started making gluten-free pizza. This was after a gluten-intolerant wife of a friend brought her own dinner to their pizzeria. Pizzaiolo Lorenzo decided they needed to make gluten-free pizza. That's him on the left. His brother Bruno on the right runs the front of house.
Now, like many pizzerias, Leona Goro is certified by AIC, the Italian Celiac Association, or what they would say, Associazione Italiana Celiachia. Since then, they have built out an expansive gluten-free menu. They make their own gluten-free dough in-house using deglutenated wheat starch, rice, potato, and corn flours. They do a 24-hour cold fermentation, then a 2-hour rise in the pan. They par-bake those crusts, then they top and finish their pizzas in a dedicated oven. They sell about 100 of those pizzas per week, and they are beautiful. The crust is gorgeous, the texture is gorgeous, and they have lots of other tasty gluten-free goodies on their menu.
Okay, and coming in at our number 1 spot for gluten-free pizza in Lombardy and Veneto is Pizzeria Focacceria Quattrocento.
In fact, for us, Quattrocento is a contender for best gluten-free pizza in all of Italy.
I love it. so much.
It was easily one of our family's favorite on the trip. To calibrate exactly what we mean by that, at most pizzerias we ordered 2 pizzas. At Quattrocento, we got 5.
What makes it so good? They have a custom flour blend, a dedicated kitchen and ovens, and a distinctive style. They're located in a small town called Marzana in the foothills north of Verona.
And let's be honest, us choosing them as number 1 is not that big a deal. Pizzaiolo Federico and Quattrocento are a global powerhouse in the pizza world. He's a 2-time back-to-back winner of the gluten-free division at the World Pizza Championship. In 2019, at the International Pizza Challenge, he was named World Pizza Maker of the Year across all categories. And so we're not going to say too much more right now because we're going to come back to Quattrocento in a dedicated episode because they're just that good. Stay tuned for more.
And that's our list of the best gluten-free pizza in Lombardy and Veneto. Coming up next, Milan.
Thanks for watching. You can find recipes inspired by these pizzerias and many others in our cookbook, No Gluten, No Problem Pizza.
And subscribe to No Gluten, No Problem for more videos on how to make great gluten-free pizza at home.
We'll see you next time. Ci vediamo presto. Ciao.